Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat, your early morning anime chat channel. So, I am your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. You can call me Pop for short. And as I so often do, we'll start off with some news of the week. Let's see what's going on out there, courtesy of the Anime News Network. Well, right off the bat, they have the video game rankings. This is odd. Usually it shows up later on in the week, but this is going back to Monday. And let's just see what is at the top. They have a picture of the Power Pro Baseball. I wonder if that's number one. It is. Well, you look at that. For the Switch, Powerful Pro Baseball 2024-2025, followed by Mario Kart 8, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Minecraft, Nintendo Switch Sports, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, One Piece Odyssey Deluxe Edition. Oh, nice. Didn't know that was coming to the Switch. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Momotaro Densetsu World. Oh, there's a PS4 game on here, Powerful Pro Baseball. Then we're back to the Switch with Splatoon 3, Paper Mario RPG, Dokapon, Ikari no Tekken, Luigi's Mansion 3, Sekai no Asobi Taisen 51, Ring Fit Adventure, and finally Mario Party Superstars. Well, there you go. You've got quite the list there, and dominated by Nintendo. Only one PS4 game on there, and it's the one that's at the top for the Switch, and that's Powerful Pro Baseball. All right, let's carry on here. Oh, and the animation TV rankings. We'll see what's at the top. Come on now. There we go. So, starting at the top, Saze-san, followed by Chibi Maruko-chan, Detective Conan, Doraemon, My Hero Academia Season 7, One Piece, Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Wonderful Precure, Crayon Shin-chan, Animated Osaru no George, and at the bottom, Oshiri Tantai. No surprises there, really. Next up on the news, Hamadashi Creative Anime's teaser video reveals main cast, staff, October 3rd premiere. Mayanaka Punch Anime streams animated short for Ichiko on YouTube. Well, that's nice of them to do that. I believe Mrs. Mechanic is watching Mayanaka Punch right now, so she seems to be enjoying it. Bleach Rebirth of Souls games character trailer previews Yoruichi. Oh, it's a fighting game and it launches for PS5, PS4, Xbox, and PC. Hey, and it's DJ Ronnie G. How you doing, DJ? Sun? There is no sun in New York City. Oh no. I'm sure you'll get used to the, cloud? Smog? Is it because there's so many buildings, they block out the sun? Moving along, Muv-Luv franchise gets strategy RPG, Muv-Luv Tactics. Okay, I never did get around to watching Muv-Luv, but hey, it's got a game coming out. Oh, Netflix streams the first Slam Dunk film in US on August 25th. Adult Swim streams new early preview for Rick and Morty the anime titled Two Jerrys. Yeah, that's not interesting. I was never interested in Rick and Morty, and I don't care if they have an anime. So, Spice and Wolf Merchant meets the Wise Wolf anime unveils visual cast for new arc. Rained on your telescope yesterday, but you dried it. Might have ruined a USB. Oh, DJ, that sucks, man. Are you gonna try to find something to make it a little more waterproof? Maybe a different kind of enclosure for it or something like that? And at least it's just a USB hub. Those things you can go and pick up for pretty cheap. Rick and Morty is halfway decent. Okay. Well, then I'll be on the other half that doesn't worry about it. At least the expensive stuff is good. Yes, that's right. You don't want to get stuff like that ruined. And for those of you that don't know, DJ Ronnie G, he has his channel, and he is a astronomer, and he has a telescope that can look out into the celestial bodies and see all these all this neat stuff out there in space. It's waterproof when the cover is installed. Oh, DJ. The weather report lied to you. Yeah, figures. Can't trust the weatherman. I tell you. They're the only ones who can be wrong at their job and still keep it. What do we got here? Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream game streams character trailer highlighting Administrator. Oh, it's a game that comes out for the Switch, PS5, Xbox, and PC. Nice. I'll Become a Villainous Who Goes Down in History anime streams character video for Duke Seeker. Sonic Generations game delisted from online stores. Wow. Sonic X Shadow Generations game launches on October the 25th. Okay. Shall we have a look here? Sonic the Hedgehog's official Twitter account announced on Friday that it delisted Sonic Generations game as a standalone title ahead of its upcoming launch of Sonic X Shadow Generations game. The game will still be available on Steam Store and Xbox Store as part of game bundles. Players that already own the game will still have access to it, and mods on the Steam version of the game will not be affected. The Sonic X Shadow Generations game will launch on October 25th for PS5, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And the Epic Game Store, those who pre-order the game will receive the Sonic Adventure Legacy skin. Those who order the Digital Deluxe Edition will be able to play the game 3 days early on October 22nd. The game is a new collection of iconic 2D and 3D Sonic levels from Sonic Generations, remastered and expanded. The game also includes a new standalone campaign for players to take on the role of Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic Generations was originally released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2011 to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the series. Sega later released it for PC and 3DS. So they're just kind of re-releasing an old game with the, updated graphics and such. All right, well, best of luck to you. Moving along to Tuesday, Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga anime's new video unveils October 5th debut and an ending song. Nare Nare Cheer for You anime casts Kana Ichinose. I watched the first episode of Nare Nare, but I just wasn't into it. I might come back to it later. Alterna Vivelt Blue Exorcist and Their Story smartphone game reveals new video theme song. Smartphone game? Oh, stay away from those, you guys. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game reveals characters from Android Saga. Data Live Ren Dystopia game launches worldwide on Steam on September the 5th. Netflix streams the fourth part for Pokemon Horizons, the series, on November 22nd. A terrified teacher at Ghoul School anime casts Taito-ban, Yuki Sakakihara, and Tomokazu Sugita. DJ, you love to pay to win phone games? Of course. How else can they suck the money out of you? Anime New York City screens North American premiere of Case Closed, The Bride of Halloween anime film. South Korea's Krafton acquires Tango Gameworks Studios Hi-Fi Rush IP. Oh, Microsoft closed Tango Gameworks in May. So South Korea to the rescue, I guess? They seem to do very well with Stellar Blade. So let's see what they can do with Hi-Fi Rush, I guess. Chikawa gets Chikawa Pocket smartphone game. Princess Peach Showtime developer Gambare Goemon producers Bakaru game heads west. And it looks like it's coming for the Switch and the PC. Nice. Wonderful Precure the movie casts YouTube comedy duo Jaru Jaru. Moving along to Wednesday. Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary Anime reveals promo videos visual for next case. A terrified teacher at Ghoul School anime unveils 3 more cast members. The Prince of Tennis 2, U17 World Cup semifinal anime's promo video unveils theme song, staff, October 2nd premiere. People still loving their Prince of Tennis, I guess. Crunchyroll posts English subtitle trailer for Kizumo Monogatari Koyomi Vamp film. Marvelous USA announces structural changes with Exceed Games ahead of expansion. Okay, we gotta look at this because Marvelous and Exceed put out some very good games. And I don't like the sound of structural changes. Marvelous Inc. revealed new organizational changes for Marvelous USA and Exceed Games on Tuesday as part of future expansion plans for the company. Marvelous USA will publish Marvelous Incorporated games including the Story of Seasons and Rune Factory series. The company will also provide business, operational, and marketing support to Marvelous Inc.'s arcade business unit. The unit recently launched its first Western project, Naruto Emblem Battle. Exceed will continue to publish third-party titles. The Naruto Emblem Battle arcade game began its North American rollout this summer with a playable machine available at Anime Expo in July. Marvelous previously ran a location test at Puente Hills Mall in City of Industry, California, and Kittleton at Japan Village in Brooklyn, New York last November. Hey, that's your neck of the woods, DJ. Then Brooklyn. Gotta go to Brooklyn to play the Naruto game. Marvelous is developing 2 new games in its Story of Seasons farming simulation game franchise. Publisher Natsume previously released the games under the Harvest Moon franchise title. Exceed Games took over, releasing the franchise in 2015, and it cannot use Natsume's Harvest Moon title. Marvelous is developing both Rune Factory Project Dragon and Rune Factory 6 as new games in its Rune Factory RPG farming game franchise. Okay, so Story of Seasons is pretty much Harvest Moon, except they can't use the name. Marvelous is responsible for Pharmagia, Silent Hope, and the upcoming Daemon Ex Machina Titanic Scion game. Let's hope they put out some good games. It's all we want as gamers. We just want good games. Belladonna of Sadness anime films art director to crowdfund restored art book. Oh, it's because it's the original film debuted in 1973. Okay, well that's awesome. That's to me that's an awesome thing for a guy to do. You know, you have your original film like 50 years ago, and you want to crowdfund to have an art book put out for it. And as we all know, crowdfunding can work really well. You just got to get the message out there. High Dive reveals English dubs for I Parry Everything, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, and Oshinoko Season 2. That's Wednesday. Moving along to Thursday. Shangri-La Frontier second season anime reveals 2 new cast and key visual. I know there was some guys out there that really liked Shangri-La Frontier. I've not watched it yet. Hagakura anime reveals 5 new cast. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream game streams trailer for Kirito the Hero 2D game. Shinka Lion Change the World anime casts Tasuku Hatanaka. Classic Stars TV anime second character video features Mozart. That might be something to tune into. Harvey Awards nominate Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, The Summer Hikaru Died, More Manga. Well, I do hope Frieren does win an award. That would be nice. It was such an enjoyable show. Same with Delicious in Dungeon. Some of the other ones I don't know, but yeah, as long as they're getting the recognition they deserve. Yeah, the Harvey Awards, which honors outstanding work in comics and sequential art, announced the nominees for this year's awards on Wednesday. Nominees for Best Manga are The Summer Hikaru Died, Witch Hat Atelier, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Junji Ito Story Collection, The Shadow over Innsmouth, Berserk, Drawn in Quarterly. Sorry, Secondhand Love, that's what it is. My Picture Diary, and Okinawa. In previous years, manga were nominated alongside other comics in the Best American Edition of Foreign Material category. The last manga to win the category was Hajime Isayama's Attack on Titan in 2014. One Punch Man and Showa, A History of Japan were nominated in 2016 but did not win. Best American Edition of Foreign Material is no longer a category. I might like to read up the Showa, A History of Japan. That would be alright. Okay, next up. Yakuza Fiancé TV anime unveils first promo video, more cast, ending theme song artist. Ron Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deduction Season 2 anime premieres on October the 7th. Go for it, Nakamura. BL Manga gets TV anime. BL Manga, that is not for me. Dan anime streams English subbed trailer for theatrical screenings. First encounter streams in North America on September 13th to 15th. Nice. Naoko Yamada, Science Saru's The Colors Within film's trailer reveals IMAX screenings, previews theme song. We'll just skip by the North American anime and manga releases. Persona 3 Reload Games Episode Aegis DLC trailer highlights gameplay. I know a lot of people are excited for Persona 3. Moving along to Friday. Medalist Anime reveals second promo video, new visual, more cast. Aniplex to host Aniplex Online Fest 2024 event on September 15th. Aniplex does put out a lot of stuff. Let's see what they're doing here at their online fest. It announced on Friday it will once again host its Aniplex Online Fest this year, with the event being held on September 15th at 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What is that? 9 o'clock at night, my time. Okay. This year's event will feature at least 20 anime and game projects, including Ameko Takao's Detective Cart, Windbreaker, Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga, Alterna Welt, Blue Exorcist Another Story, Solo Leveling, I May Be a Guild Receptionist, Class no Dai Kirai no Joshi no Kekkon Suru Koto ni Nata, Senpai Zenoto Noko, Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online 2, To Be a Hero, Fate Strange, Fake, Fureru, Demon Lord 2099, Puella Magi Madoka Magica, the movie, Waltz Purgisnacht Rising, and a lot more. Aniplex started hosting the Aniplex Online live stream event yearly in 2020, and it's typically been streamed worldwide and has been bilingual, with the stream in both English and Japanese. Aniplex confirmed with ANN this year's stream will also be bilingual. So there you go. We can all enjoy. Madoka Magica Walpurgisnacht Rising anime film delayed to winter 2025. Okay. A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School TV anime reveals October 8th debut, half-year run, more cast. Here's one. Miyu Ireno takes over role as Sabu in One Piece anime. This can't be good. The Twitter account of One Piece franchise announced on Friday the voice actor Miyu Irino, Sora in Kingdom Hearts franchise, and Koshi Sugawara in Haikyuu will take over as the role of Sabo in One Piece anime, starting with the anime's 1116th episode that will air on Sunday. Voice actor Toru Furuya stepped down from the roles of Sabo in One Piece and Toru Amuro in the Detective Conan in June after Furuya acknowledged a May report by the weekly Bunshin magazine regarding an affair he had with a fan. Oh, scandal. Tomby, hey, how you doing, man? Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate that. We're just going through the news of the week. Have yourself a good stream, man. I appreciate it. Major Zap. Let's go! We're going. 365 Days to the Wedding TV anime reveals theme songs, October 3rd debut. Mayanaka Punch anime casts Nobuhiko Okamoto and Tomokazu Sugita. The Daily Life of a Middle-Aged Online Shopper in Another World manga gets TV anime in 2025. Okay, there's an isekai for you. He's a middle-aged online shopper in another world. I wonder where they're going to go with that. Bye Bye Earth anime cast Toshiyuki Toyonaga. Nintama Rantaro anime film confirms returning cast, unveils character visuals. For all you Gundam fans, Gundam Breaker Battlogue anime returns to YouTube with English subtitles. Look at that, you guys. You get to have some Gundam goodness on YouTube with English subtitles. What more could you ask for? For all you rabid Gundam fans, and I know you're out there, because I hear from you all the time, you get to enjoy some on YouTube. 6-episode anime. It'll let's see when it's coming. When can you guys expect to watch this? The Gundam Info YouTube channel is again streaming all 6 episodes in the anime in the Gundam Breaker Battlogue project with English subtitles as of Friday. Okay, so right now, I guess. Project debuted the anime portion of its project in October 2021 on the Gundam YouTube channel in Japan and on Gundam Info outside of Japan. The original individual episode videos are no longer streaming. The anime was a 6-episode short anime series. The new Gundam Breaker 4 game launches for the Switch and all the other consoles worldwide on August 29th. So that's coming up. The Gundam Breaker game series allows players to take various real-life Gundam model kits and use parts from the kits to create their personalized mobile suit. Players can then take their custom mobile suit and fight other players or play cooperative scenarios. Oh man, you guys are eating well. Bandai Namco released the first game for PlayStation 3 and Vita in 2013, followed by Gundam Breaker 2 for the PS3 and Vita in 2014. Gundam Breaker 3 shipped for the PS4 and Vita in Japan, and the game received an English release in Southeast Asia in 2016. Hey James, where are the white women at? Hold your horses, okay? We got to go through the news first. We got to get caught up on what's going on out there. And then we get to the women. Gundam Breaker mobile game launched for iOS and Android in 2019, and the game ended service in 2023. Legendary Comics canceled its Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign for Gundam Breaker Battlogue New Build, which it called the first ever official graphic novel for the Gundam franchise produced outside of Japan. Maybe it didn't just get enough support, or maybe fans saw what it looked like and were like, nah, that's okay. Going to Saturday, Crayon Shin-chan film opens at number 2, Bocchi the Rock Riri at number 6. Oh, we got some Animation TV ranking again. We had some at the very beginning of the stream, which was unusual, but Red Cat Ramen earns 2%. Nice. First up, Saze-san, followed by Chibi Maruko-chan, Doraemon, One Piece, Wonderful Precure, Crayon Shin-chan, Red Cat Ramen, Sorieki, Anpanman, Oshiri Tantai, and Pokemon Horizons the series. Nice. New Ranma 1/2 anime posts more character visuals. For those of you that have been living under a rock or something, I don't know anybody who has not heard of Ranma. They've been around for a lot of years, but yes, it's getting a remake. The official website for the new anime of Rumiko Takahashi's Ranma 1/2 manga posted new character visuals for previously announced cast members on Saturday. So there we have I know who this is. Yeah, there we are. Nabiki, Kasumi, and Son Tendo. The only thing with remaking this is that some actors have passed on and they have to replace them, so that's unfortunate. But looks like they are bringing back the previous voice actors where possible. And Kappei Yamaguchi, you might know him from One Piece as Usopp and as Inuyasha. He's coming back as Ranma. And it looks like the main characters will be there. Megumi Hayashibara, who has done so much voice acting. She was in so many animes. And Noriko Hidaka as Akane. The anime will premiere nationwide in Japan on October the 5th. And October the 6th, the anime exclusively stream on Netflix after its broadcast. Okay, so you have to go to Netflix. Or other places. Yar, if you know what I mean. Attack on Titan finale compilation film announced for November. No thanks. I mean, I was getting sick of them dragging it out. Attack on Titan, the final part 2. Attack on Titan, the final part 3, section A. Like, it was just stupid the way they're dragging it out. So I'm going to skip the Attack on Titan movie. That's fine. Blue Lock Season 2 anime reveals title and new visuals. Mission. Yozakura family anime casts Kenji Nojima. And Tower of God Season 2 reveals 2 more cast members. Okay, Cherry Magic. 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard anime special edited compilation theater screenings start on December 13th. That show is not for me. And finally, Goodbye, Dragon Life. Anime reveals new trailer, ending theme, more cast. And that is your news for Sunday, today. And next up, let's hit up what you guys are here for, the main event, the beach episodes. And the first one will be Patlabor, the Mobile Police from 1989. And I don't know if any of you have heard of Patlabor before. In the future, advanced robotics has created heavy robots, labors, for use in a variety of functions, construction, firefighting, military, and more. However, though the robots are only machines, their operators are also only human, and humans sometimes turn to crime. Since a heavy labor unit can be a dangerous weapon, the police of the future are set to fight fire with fire using advanced patrol labor units called Patlabors. This is the story of the 2nd Special Vehicle Division, a motley crew of Patlabor policemen and women doing their best to fight crime and live a normal life. All right, here we go. Let's get set up for this. Go like this, go like this. Boom. Put that there. Up. Like that. Make sure it fits on the screen proper. And boom, there we go. Right off the bat, we get a little description. And remember, this is going to be television quality animation. So they didn't have a lot of money to put into it. And they give a little bit of a rundown of what labors are. And they have to make the police have them to keep up with the bad guys that use them for bad things, for crime. And we have our intro. And there's Oda. This is the guy that loses his mind every time. He goes right, he's like, peace was never an option with that guy. It's always guns out. Start shooting, ask questions later. Yeah, and they refer to this as Patlabor on television. Right away, we're at the beach. It's nighttime. We have a group of grizzled old men, and a ship out on the reef that is caught on fire. The episode title is Orders of the Coast Guard. And there it is. You can see that boat just off right in there, the little corner. So they call in the police and the Coast Guard. This guy is adamant that he saw Plessy. They say, they're like, there's one in Scotland, in Loch Ness. And they're like, we have one here. And it's a plesiosaurus. And they call it Plessy. They're like, we don't want people coming here looking for Plessy because it will ruin the village. So in they bring the Patlaburs. Of course, they have their favorite reporter who covers everything they do. And she loves just reporting on all the destruction that they do. Special Vehicles section. They call themselves the They've got the nickname the Gargoyles of the Capital because of all the destruction they do. She's like, ahead of them lies a penniless fishing village. And it's the Face Off. So there's the captain. And he's pretty chill when it comes to doing his police work, but that just means he's very observant. And here they come with their labors. And it seems kind of strange, these guys, when the patrol laborers come by, they start making casts of the footprint that the labor made. To me, that seemed kind of strange that they would do that. Yeah, the old man, he's like, please don't kill Plessy. We don't want to kill her. Because she's lived for so long. And now there's a long lineup of cars coming to the little fishing village. We've got our first one-piece swimsuit. And please let me know, you guys, what do you prefer? One piece? Two piece? There's some good examples here. Some one-piece ones, some two-piece ones. And of course, our reporter's like, who's going to win? Is it going to be the police? Is it going to be Plessy? And they're just warning the swimmers out there to be careful. Stay away from Plessy's nest. This guy's asked to hold her spot. She's like, oh, if I'm going to walk and get my Patlabor recharged, can you hold my spot for me? So he's like, fine. And of course, he's going to help out. And it looks like the town is just booming here. Lots of people buying things. So it looks like they're going to get pulled out. The police, they've been there, nothing's happened. They're going to get taken away and sent back to the city because nothing's happening. He's like, well, what if Plessy comes on the shore and terrorizes the tourists? And then we have our commercial break. And then things start coming out. They start talking and they're like, oh, the only thing we catch in August is jellyfish. Not much of a fishing town if that's all they catch. Everything they've tried to be successful has failed. The town treasury is empty and it's time to end this losing streak. So I think they're thinking that Plessy is going to save the village. Captain wants to show these two something. So he goes off. He's like, come with me. And there's Plessy. Plessy is just a fancy labor. An underwater labor that they're going to use to con people into staying at their town. Well, the jig is up. They found out what it is. And apparently Plessy was like 2 parts. There's Oda. He's ready to go into action anytime now. And there's just like the bottom half of it swimming by itself. Of course, Oda is just ready to go. Here we go. And they have to capture it. So they've got their nets. And boom. They capture it. And it's trying to get away. And Oda's like, submit, you criminal. He runs out there. And just look at this face. Look at this. Bloodshot eyes. He's ready. And he stabs it. And everybody gets shocked. Or at least those two do. The operator of Plessy and Oda. And once the literal smoke is cleared, that's the end of that. Now everybody's out on the beach, enjoying themselves. Play a little volleyball. That makes Noah sad that she sees everything is abandoned. Except for this one family who wanted to see the labor team. And their little kid, he loves their labors. And they finally take a group photo. And that's their time at the beach. And I like this at the end. The story is fiction, but in 10 years, who knows? And then the preview for the next episode, which is called Save the Terrorists. It's like, okay. And that's it for that first one, which was Patlabor. Next up, one that I managed to find. And it looked interesting to me. Just got to adjust this some more. There we go. Okay, a little background on it. It's called Golden Time. So a little background of the story. Due to a tragic accident, Banri Tada is struck with amnesia, dissolving the memories of his hometown and past. However, after befriending Mitsuo Yangisawa, he decides to move on and begin a new life at law school in Tokyo. But just as he is beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Koko Kaga, dramatically barges into Banri's life, and the chance meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable year. After having a glimpse of college life, Banri learns that he is in a new place and a new world, a place where he can be reborn, to have new friends, fall in love, make mistakes, and grow. And as he begins to discover who he was, the path he has chosen leads him towards a blindingly bright life that he will never want to forget. So that's a little bit of a background of it. So let's see. Let's see what their beach episode is like. Here we go. Okay, they're on the train. She's got her swimsuit on under her clothes. He's like, yeah, I'm wearing a Speedo. But they're together. They are a couple. So they're going through a little bit of like talking about their friends and, you know, who likes who. And he reassures her. He's like, yes, I'm with you. You're with me. And then here's the opening. So they've got to, I think they've cut the train and now they're waiting for a friend to pick them up. There he is. He's been trying to call them and he couldn't hear his phone, so there we go. They're trying to a little bit of a peace offering here for him. Apparently his AC doesn't work and it's a hot day. So they're going to pick up another friend. They finally find her. She comes in. Traffic is terrible. Awful. They're stuck. They're 2 hours behind. They have to pick up one more person. So there he is. And now it starts to rain. So they're heading for the beach, but it's raining. And there they are. And it's a downpour. Oh. But Coco has to go to the washroom. Uh-oh. Now what? So Bonri, I think he gets an idea. They both strip down to their swimsuits and go running in the rain. So they're having a good time. And they're like, you get out here too. So they're having a fun time just prancing around in the cold rain. These guys are like, what are we doing? Come on, let's get out there. And they're having a fun time. Oh, Coco fell. And eventually the rain lets up. And everyone has time for something to eat. And eventually the sun does come out here. And everybody's ready for a good old time. Because finally, sunshine. There we go. Run through the sand. And play some beach. Play with a beach ball. Hey, what's up over on Rumble? It's Tits and Ray Guns. You like bikinis? I like bikinis too. They get filled out so nicely. And of course, the two lovebirds feeding each other. It looks like everyone's having some shaved ice. And then at nighttime, it's time to have some fireworks, because that's what you do. You have yourself some good fireworks. Well, this guy's too tired. He drove all day. He's just exhausted. Coco offers to drive. She has a license. And yeah, those guys are sleeping after a long day. And they're just chatting along as they're driving. Uh-oh. Bonri fell asleep. Coco is starting to fall asleep too. Oh no. Driving when you're tired. This is terrible. This is a recipe for disaster. This could end up with, everyone in the car just dying. And Bonri's having some kind of flashback or dream. And this is still part of his dream. He wakes up with a start, puts his foot on the brake. And we'll find out what happens next time on the next episode of Golden Time. The next episode is titled Wake Up Call. You thought a Canadian bikini was a parka? Not always cold here, tits. And there you go. That is Golden Time. That's their beach episode. Doesn't work out quite like they would thought in the beginning with all the rain and everything, but they made the best of a bad situation, and that's good on them for doing that. Next up will be shows of the season. Let's get a little closer there and go here. So I've had to whittle down the amount of shows just because there's just was way too much this season that I was trying to watch. And it took up a lot of time. Time that I did not have. But the ones that I did whittle down to are very enjoyable to me. Like 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I do like the fact that they're getting into the cosplay and all that, but it looks like they lost their status. The manga club lost their official club status, and they're getting kicked out of their room now that they would have for their meetings. So I don't know what they're going to do. They got to do something. This looks like this is an especially long one. It's 24 episodes this season, so plenty of time to settle in. It's going to be 2 cours back to back, so that's good. A Nobody's Way Up to an Exploration Hero. So this is like a dungeon crawling type of show where main character, he's trying to make a living going into dungeons, and he is found 2 rare cards that summon an angel and a demon, and he uses those to help get himself further along, but he has to team up. He has to group up with other people to get even further along. I'm as bad as Brandon. His analyst starts out huge and he has to cut 2/3. I am not as bad as Brandon. I do not make a list with like hundreds of shows that I have that I'm going to watch. Come on now, tits. You're just hyperbole for the sake of hyperbole. Like that's not true. Failure Frame. I'm quite invested in this one. I'm really enjoying it. It's a great isekai, and I'm hoping that main character and his partner now that he's formed a contract with are able to successfully make it to their destination. Very, very good. The guy has no problems with getting rid of people who are scum with his low-level spells. And he has leveled himself up so high now that he is extremely powerful, which is good. I like seeing that. We'll see if his ultimate goal of getting revenge on the goddess works out for him. I parry everything. It's fun because the guy has unbelievable strength at parrying everything, but he is very dumb. He does not know how strong he is. He's that dumb. That wears on me a bit. Where it's like, okay, I get it. The guy is dumb, but can you at least make it so he realizes that he is a lot stronger than he thinks he is? So it's only 12 episodes and we're halfway through, so We'll get through that one. My dear friend Nokotan, you want silly and, just off the wall humor. What a hilarious show. Just sit back. You don't have to pay attention to a lot of stuff. It's not one of those ones you got to follow closely, but it's just solid fun and silliness. And I like it. It's got a catchy theme song. Failure Frame is great, and so is Wand and Sword, but for the life of you can't figure out their release dates because they don't seem to be weekly or even bi-weekly. And I've noticed that too, Tits. Because, on any list here, it tells you when the next one's coming out, and it's like sometimes they get delayed by a week. But every Thursday, they were coming out because me and Mrs. Mechanic would watch Failure Frame and Pseudo Harem and whichever one else came out on that day. So we'd watch 3 of them together. Became it's like our Thursday watch time. Yeah, I parry everything as well. That was it. That was the third one. It's Dollar Tree Mashal. Yeah, I mean, I'm really liking those. And yeah, my dear friend Nokotan, that's the Shika. It's just hilarious. Plus size elf. I mean, these are short episodes too, 11 minutes. So enjoy yourself some what would you call it? Like elves and orcs and kobolds and lycanthropes and all that, trying to get in shape with help from the human. That's all there is to it. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing deep. Pseudo harem, this makes me laugh so much because in a regular harem you have all the different types, archetypes of the women that would be in the harem. This one is one girl who acts like all of them. She's in an acting or drama class, and she acts the part of each different archetype. So there's like the cool one, there's Tsundere-chan, there's Imp-chan, there's all sorts of other ones. And the guy she's trying to hook up with or be with, he likes it when she does that, and she likes him, and hopefully it'll work out where they can express their feelings to one another and be like, oh yes, we do care about one another. If you wanted to watch a fat female elf, you'd go to Windsor in December. Yeah, that's for sure, Tits. Next one, Osan Newbie Adventurer. This is pretty good because the guy is in his 30s and he is super strong. And usually you start adventuring when you're a teenager, but he didn't start until he was 30s. But he got trained up by the most powerful party of S-rank group people. And he was unaware about how strong he was, but he came to the realization that he was strong, which I was quite grateful for that. It's like, oh, okay, good. He knows that he's strong, and now they're going to go take on the main bad guy, which will be that'll be something to see. I want them to start on that trip. And finally, Wistoria Wand and Sword. Hopefully main character can do it. I mean, the last episode he had his own group because you're supposed to form a group of 3 to make it through. And he was never supposed to join because he makes a mockery of the magic because he can't use any, so he uses physical attacks. But because he stood up for the dwarves and all that, against this bullying jerk who was causing trouble and uses ice attacks, he's like, fine, I'll join and I'll take you on. But then he may formed a group with the girl that it was his childhood friend, and she asked the guy who does fire attacks to join, and this guy turns on him. So now not only does he have to fight the ice guy, but now he's fighting the fire guy who's supposed to be on his team. And it's like, what a scumbag. You just turned on your own teammate. So I want him to excel and knock these idiots down a peg with their thinking that their magic is so awesome. And he can slice them up with a sword. I want to see that. So yeah. Those are what I'm watching this season. And I'm curious to know if anybody else is watching these. And if you're enjoying them as well, or have you dropped them already? Like I say, there's some I dropped already, and it's just for time's sake. Sometimes it seems there's not enough hours in the day. And now I've added something even more to take up my time, and that's playing MMORPG, Lord of the Rings Online. And I'll tell you right now, that's a real time suck. But it's such a fun game. It's Lord of the Rings. I mean, I was playing it since it came out, which was back in 2008. I think that's when it came out. Let's have a look here. Lord of the Rings Online release. It came out in 2007. So I got that and I loaded up. It came on a DVD. You had to load it up on your machine. And yeah, fun stuff. Lots of deep Lord of the Rings stuff. UR-Kits, you can download them and watch them when you're on the range or driving. This season is very romance heavy. Yeah, actually. Let's see here. You haven't dropped anything yet. Man, oh man. Let's see, this is the summer season. Yeah, you're right. Lots of romance. Yeah. I guess it ebbs and flows. Some studios are like, yeah, we're going to do this season. Because when you look at it, I think there's only one mecha show this season. And I think that's Grendizer. You can look up here, mecha. Oh no, okay, there's a few. Code Geass, Grendizer, and Zegapane Sta. Or STA. It's a movie. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of mecha shows this season. In fairness, you have 6 things. There you go. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9. I have 9 current season shows. All right, so that's pretty much it for today's show, everyone. I am very pleased that you were all able to come out and spend some time with me today so we could, see some beach episodes. Can you do me a favor and just hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and or follow, whatever it is, on whatever platform, because I stream on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Kick. And I appreciate you guys showing up, like DJ Ronnie G. And, Mr. Cage. Sorry, man, I didn't see you pop in there. One Piece got boring. One Piece is long. And don't apologize, Tits. You came late, but hey, you're busy. You're a busy guy. You got your ranch to take care of. I mean, that's more important. You can always watch the replay anyway. And Tomby stopping by. I appreciate you, Tomby. Good fella across the pond there. And Major Zap, I like your enthusiasm. And of course, James. It's always good to see you stop by. And over on Rumble, Tits and Ray Guns. Tits, a regular watcher of the channel. I really, I like hearing your thoughts, and you're funny as hell too, so always good for a laugh. So there's other good channels out there, people I watch and enjoy myself, like Pacific 4 and 4, who will be streaming today as well. There's DJ Ronnie G, he was in the chat. You like astronomy, turtles, and tech stuff? You go see DJ Ronnie G. He streams on Mondays at 10:45 Eastern Time. That's PM. There's Brandon the Anime Guy. There's Nerdpora Lifeform. There's Angry Canadian. There's our own Whoopa Troopa. I saw him yesterday. It was nice to see him. And Punk Bottle. And don't forget, there's also Carl from the RNG Gaming Podcast. Stop by and see Carl. I'm sure he will appreciate you coming by to see him. And the reason I bust out the old German, because Carl is a good German name. Coming up, Trades Talk Tuesday. Join me as we look at the skilled trades, look and see what the shortages are, and how many job openings there are for the skilled trades, and what you can do to get into them. You can have yourself a very lucrative trade and have a skill that you take with you for the rest of your life. After that, it is Saturday, which is Retro Game Day, and the retro game of choice is Dragon Quest, in keeping with the theme of August being JRPG month. Playing some Dragon Quest 4. I'm really getting up there in the levels, and I'm hoping to start taking on to the last chapter here and taking down the bad guy. The main bad guy. Does Table Coon make an appearance in the new season of Code Geass? I don't know. I haven't been watching Code Geass. Then after that, it's Sunday again for more Sunday anime chat and more beach episodes. It'll be the last Sunday of the month, so that'll be the last one for us to take a look at some beach episodes, everybody. So if you have a favorite beach episode, why don't you let me know? Either, you can DM me on Twitter, or if you're in the Discord, you can talk to me there, or even send me one right now in chat. If you have a favorite beach episode, one that we haven't gone over yet, let me know what it is, because I'm always interested in seeing new beach episodes. And there we go. That's the schedule coming up. So I hope to see you all there. Whether it's on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time or Saturday and Sunday morning, because I do the weekend morning shift for streaming. So if you've got time on the weekends in the morning, it's morning for me. It's 9 a.m. is when I start Mountain Time. So if you got time, tune in and let's have some laughs and let's enjoy the stream. Anyway, that's enough from me. Until I see you again, you guys have yourselves a good time. And I hope to see you on Tuesday. Until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.